Greetings. My name is Steven of Brownstone Wellness, and today I wanted to talk about these 4 Egyptian gods and goddesses who have connections to the cosmos, who have some connections to human nature, as well as Mother Nature. And this is part of the understanding the connection of agriculture, human nature, Mother Nature, and the cosmos in the ancient Egyptian practice. So the 4 gods and goddesses that we're going to be talking about is Shu, Tefnut, Nut, and Geb. Shu represents air. Tefnut represents rain or moisture. Nut represents the sky or the stars, the night skies. And Geb represents earth. These 4 Neterus, or Egyptian gods, are very important in the Kemetic creation story. These 4 elements played a major role in the creation of the world, according to the people of ancient Egypt, or Kemet. So we're going to look into these 4 Neterus and their connections to Mother Nature, to human nature, to the cosmos, and even their connections to agriculture, which again, those 4 things played a major role in the development of Kemet. Let's first look at Nut. Nut is the goddess who represents the cosmos, the stars, the constellation. When you look at the image of Nut, her body is creating this curved shape. The reason why they will depict Nut with a curved body, showing her body hovering over Shu, Tefnut, and Geb, because Nut is representing the Milky Way. She's representing the constellations, the alignment of the stars. When you look up to the stars, you almost see this curvature amongst the stars, the Milky Way, when we look at the shape of it, the alignment of it. So Nut represents the sky. What's beautiful about Nut is the way they depict her of hovering over the earth, which is Geb. It shows the connection of the sky and the earth. It shows the connection of the two that creates this world that we live in. Also, the story of Nut is, it is said that she swallows the sun, and then the sun eventually comes back out of her, being reborn. So this is symbolic of sunset and then sunrise, where the sun seems like it disappears into the night, but then it comes back again the next day in the morning. So that's Nut and her connection to the sky, the connections to the stars. The next person that we'll talk about is Geb. Geb is the earth. Geb represents vegetation, and he represents all elements of the planet, all elements of the physical earth. And Geb is also dealing with the aspect of being grounded. The next Neteru that we're going to look at is Shu. Shu represents air. Shu represents the wind. Shu represents the unseen energy of the air. Shu is also seen in the creation papyrus, or the scene of the creation story. He is seen standing in between Nut and Geb, showing you that the air, this energy, this element, the air, is what separates the sky, the stars, from the earth. Also, Shu represents the sacred breath. He represents that energy, the sacred breath, the breath of life. And that air, which we can look at as oxygen today, or in these modern times, is connected to the energy of life, the breath of life. The next Netaru we're going to talk about is Tefnut. Tefnut represents moisture or rain. So Tefnut, being the goddess of moisture, being the goddess of rain, she was important because moisture is needed to feed the earth. Feeding the earth brings vegetation. And Tefnut, being the element of moisture, comes from the sky. So all these elements play a very important role in the creation of man. And the ancient people of Kemet saw these four elements as something important, that they depict them as gods and goddesses. And as mentioned before in our part 1 video of the connections of ancient Egyptian gods and the nature of man, the nature of the world, the nature of the cosmos, it just shows that when a people are present with their environment, that they see the sacredness in all things, and in many ways see a reflection of themselves in those elements. So it's important that we continue to honor those things that are around us. We see the importance of these elements, and we continue to be grateful. We continue to be present. When we learn from the ancients and how they were able to connect to all those elements, all those things that are natural, and find that connection with themselves, when we stay present in how we live, when we stay present in how we do things in our lives, we find the divine in our everyday living. So remember to stay present. Remember to stay aware of self and aware of all the beauty around you, and continue to grow and continue to build. Hotel.